sister's life is in jeopardy. We're 72 hours starting right now. You are a sniper. And you have to be on the hunt for your mark. Every one of them will tell you that their mark happened at an event. Every one of us. Every one of our stories, when we woke up, it happened at an event. What if you go to the restroom and you miss your mark? You put your family in jeopardy because you missed the mark. You've got to make this bigger than you. If you don't make it bigger than you, you'll miss it. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Jules, if you don't pay attention at the right place at the right time, you miss the mark, and Ethan suffers. It's bigger than you. You've got to be so hungry for this thing. See, my earliest memory in life was being homeless. I can't afford to miss the mark. My earliest memory in life was pain and struggle and destruction, being raised around gangs and violence and drugs. I can't afford to miss the mark. So you have to find something inside you that causes you to become a sniper for the next 72 hours, and you're looking for your mark. I promise you, it's going to happen. What I can't promise you is that you'll be paying attention when it does happen. You have to understand, you are either for you or you're against you. There is no in between. Every moment this weekend, every conversation you have, every door that you walk through, the time that you arrive at the event, every decision, you're either for you or you're against you. There is no in between. If you're late, you're against you, not me. I'll be on time. If you're not paying attention, you're against you. If you walk out and smoke a cigarette, oh, we don't like Johnny now. He shouldn't have said that. We liked him until he said that.
We love you for that.
You walk out at the wrong time, you sacrifice missing the mark. You guys notice I'm actually pointing at the same place every time I say mark? You know why? Because I visually have already put a mark on that tree. Because it keeps me focused. And when you don't have something to focus on, you'll miss your mark. And your mark is attached to your children's children. Your mark is attached to your nieces, nephews, whatever's bigger than you. Maybe it's your mark has something to do with children who live in orphanages who are HIV positive. I don't know what your mark is, but it has to be bigger than you. It has to be attached to your why. And if you're not willing to die for your why, it's not big enough. Please, for the sake of whatever keeps you passionate, whatever keeps you up at night, whatever you be willing to lay down your life for, please don't miss your mark. My children's children, I'm 41 years old next week. I know. I know I look 21. I know. It's a disease. I don't know how to cure myself. I'm just looking so. I'm just serious. So you can't miss your mark. I'm 41 years old. I have 3 children. And God forbid if I don't make it back home. They're taken care of. And if they're wise, their children's children are already taken care of. And if they're wise, their children's children's children are taken care of, because I found and I hit the mark. If I was selfish, I wouldn't think like that. I wouldn't care about a mark. Most of you need to be unselfish and make this thing bigger than you. Make it greater than you. Make your reason and purpose for coming here bigger than you. I love Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Mouse ain't paying my bills. I love it. Love being in Orlando. But it doesn't necessarily pay my bills. What pays my bills is I'm paying attention for my next level. And without question, as I close, without question, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, there will be people in the room that will find their mark. There will be people sitting next to you that will be on stage at the next event and you won't be, because they were looking for their mark. There will be people that I don't even know what their name is today that will walk the stage as director at some next event, and they're not even in the business right now. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It happens whether I'm there or not. It happens whether I quit or not. So if it's going to be somebody, say me too.
Me too.
If somebody else is going to hit the mark, it might as well be me. That drives me more than anything. That keeps me more excited than anything. Anybody who's been close to me has heard me say this before. The thing that motivates me is if I don't do it, somebody else will. If I don't want triple IMD, somebody else is going to do it. That drives me. There's nobody created better than me. There's nobody who deserves it more than me. And that's what you should be saying to yourself. Nobody deserves it more than me. When you see people walk across the stage this weekend, you need to be looking at them and say, you don't deserve it more than me. You just were more focused than I was. But I'm coming for you because I found my mark. And for the others of you, you need to forgive yourself for not looking for the mark. See, some of you will hear what I'm saying right now, and you'll go to your room and you will beat yourself up. I should have looked for my mark. I wish Johnny would have told me this 3 years ago. Get over it. Some of you, you go hear people and they motivate you and they inspire you, and when somebody else is getting inspired, you're getting depressed. Because I've been doing it the wrong way for 3 years. Where's Johnny been? Get over it. I don't care about your past. I only care about your future. I don't care where you come from. I just care about where you're going. Forgive yourself. Get your gun. Get your scope. Get in position. I don't care what's going on around you. There will be cell phones that ring during this event. There will be people who get up and walk in front of you and say, excuse me. And they should say, excuse me 3 times, because it's going to take you 3 times to hear them, because you're only focused on your mark. There will be things that are designed to distract you this weekend. And you have to say, no, Johnny told me, stay focused. No, I'm not going to the bathroom with you. You go by yourself. But ladies go together. No, my mark. You're not going to pay my bills. Mama, sister, husband, wife, you go. But if I take my eyes off this mark, somebody's life is in jeopardy. So I can't afford to miss the mark. I promise you, every single one of you will find a mark at this event if you are looking for it, if you're looking for it. If you miss it, it's your fault. If you don't have a mark, if you don't find it, it's your fault. It's because you are at a position. Johnny, I want to have a lifestyle like you. I want to be an IMD like you. I want to make millions of dollars a year like you. No, you don't. Because if you did, you would find a mark. I'm more afraid of being homeless again than I am of hurting your feelings because I'm looking at my mark. I'm more afraid of living in a battered women's shelter. I'm more afraid of seeing people shot outside. I'm more afraid of kids being, I'm more afraid of seeing kids killed on the street where I grew up. So I can't afford to get my eyes off my mark. I'm more afraid of the average income of my country being $400 US a month. I'm more afraid of that than I am of offending you. I don't care. Get mad at me. And focus on my mark. Trust me. It's worth it. It is so worth pissing somebody else off. It's so worth people not calling you anymore. It's so worth your family members turning their backs on you. It is so worth it. It's so worth losing friends. Focus on your mark. Don't miss your mark. You see how I don't get distracted? I don't care what's going on behind me? Because it's not worth my mark. It's not a game for me. This is serious. My children's life depend on it. Their children's life depend on it. I'm so focused. Good, bad, ugly, I don't care. Can't miss my mark. Please focus on your mark. Please find your mark and make it bigger than you. I have a very funny feeling that 2016 is the year of the females. Remember I said this. I have a very, very funny feeling that this will be the year, 2016, you will see more females walk across the stage than we've ever seen before. There will be more female knighted as trainers than ever happened before. And if I were you, ladies, I would be looking for my mark. Because if it's not you, it's still going to happen. And if it's going to happen, it might as well be you. Say me too. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. God bless you. Love you guys. Thank you so much.